Rate these two. Atchley, the senior, at 34. In fact, just had his birthday yesterday. Salazar stands 2 inches taller. Both parties tipping the scales yesterday at 169 pounds. Pro debut time for Salazar. Atchley with a 1-1 record. All right, with that, we'll kick it inside for the intros with Garrett Burton.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Borroka Promotions 2, where legends rise. Streaming live on SpectationSports.com. Tonight, the stage is set for an electrifying night of MMA action. And we kick off this evening with 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. We introduce you first, the blue corner. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing 169 pounds, he enters the Borroka cage with an amateur record of 6 wins and 1 loss. 4 of those victories coming in the very first round. Tonight, he makes his professional debut, training out of Extreme Couture and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Geovanny, Superman Salazar. Now he introduces his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5'10", also weighing 169 pounds, with a professional record of 1 win, 1 loss, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and training with 9th Island BJJ. Please welcome Roger "Pay Me" Atchley. Referee Mark Smith.
First Borroka rep for Roger Atchley in the red gloves. Pro debut for Geovanny Salazar, set to throw in blue. This welterweight bout is brought to you by Barbarian Foundation, empowering individuals to reclaim their strength and confidence through physical and mental resilience. For more information, head over to barbarianfoundation.org. Salazar opens up with some pressure, a weighty leg kick moments ago.
Nice overhand right by Salazar. You can tell he's working the legs a little bit to set up the boxing. Nice clean entrance. Right to the top position.
Salazar backed him up well into the cage. Now looking to tally up some control time. Atchley typically falls on the short side of that.
What you're seeing lately is a lot of fighters are pulling their opponents off of the fence so they can't work their way up. So look for Geovanny Salazar to move him off the fence, turn his head away from there, and land some big strikes. Those 12-6 elbows are legal now. So you saw some of those from Salazar.
Opening up now. That weapon is available as a professional as well. Salazar beginning to roll downhill, but Atchley finds himself in these spots pretty often on bottom. Got to get out of the mount position, though, as Salazar looks to potentially tie something up.
Nice elbows. This is what you want to see in your pro debut. Being active, being consistent with his pressure, landing good shots, keeping the top position, not making mistakes.
Atchley can absorb damage well. He was masked in blood after the first frame last time out versus Dominico McIntosh. Still stayed the course for all 15 minutes.
Those are some big shots right there. You can tell the ref's getting close.
Salazar pouring it on. Mark Smith inching in closer towards the exchanges. Atchley trying to stay active on bottom, but Geovanny Salazar suffocating right now, Josh.
Yeah, you can see Mark Smith taking a close look right now. Some big shots right there.
Couple of wide open windows up towards the head. Atchley certainly struggling right now with the overwhelming offense. 52 strikes landed already for Geovanny Salazar.
Yeah, Salazar's got to be careful not to go ahead and, as we would say, blow his wad in this position where he's got to just stay controlled, stay composed, because that adrenaline dump is real, especially in your pro debut.
Salazar peaking towards nearly 2 minutes of round 1 control time. Been in the driver's seat for the majority of it. 2 minutes to go here in the first frame. Salazar trying to deal with the frames of Atchley. Passing with flying colors right now.
Actually able to maintain his guard position, work to the scissor guard. He's taking some shots. Yeah, it was just about time, but good stoppage though.
There's the finish. Geovanny Salazar shines in the pro debut. What a way to open up for Geovanny Salazar. Josh, he was special from start to finish.
Yeah, great debut for him in his pro debut. Nice work. I liked how he kept the pressure, made sure he kept his base. He did lose the mount position, but then went back into the guard and did some really good work.
Geovanny Salazar continues to dominate. What a way for him to open up the professional career. A couple of replays here, powered by Spectation Sports.
Yeah, doing a great job. He had the mount earlier, but then here in the half guard position, doing the work. The elbows is what caused the cut, a little bit of a cut there. Also, too, made Mark Smith start looking at it a little bit more in depth.
Lots of pressure by him. That was the finishing blow that made Mark Smith call this one. And we're going to go ahead and call this one official alongside Garrett Fertig. We'll go to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith steps in and waves off the contest. Official time, 3 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, Geovanny Superman Salazar.